What's up, everybody? It's your favorite time of the week. Time for the Fight Gods podcast. This is Will. I'm with my boy Nico, the cousin, the co-host. What's going on, Nico?
Bang, I'm back out on Long Island. You already know what time it is. The boy, the hometown hero, Julius, is back in the house.
Nice.
Loving life, loving this change in weather. I am over the heat, completely over it. Bring on the fall weather. Greatest time of the year.
Understand that, bro. Understand that completely. So Julius is back on Long Island?
Yeah, man, he got out on Wednesday.
That's what's up, man. Maybe you can film a quick little interview with him so we can, have a quick word
A
with him,
little
man.
sit down, a little inside scoop
Yeah,
action.
man. We need it, bro. We need it for sure, man. Hey, so I did want to tell you, and I haven't even gotten a chance to tell you this either. But a friend of mine, Sean Spillman, fan of the show, he's actually shot full-length movies and some hip hop videos, stuff like that. He's gonna be on Sunday night, and we're gonna have a discussion about fight movies with him.
Oh, lit. Sounds good.
Just wanted to let you know, man. He's done he did these videos called Fame DVD. It's Foaming at the Mouth Entertainment, and
Okay.
I mean he's had he's had Russell Simmons on there. He's had Jim Jones,
Sick.
all kinds of big time hip hop artists on there, and he's a huge fan of MMA. He's a huge fan of fight movies. So, and he looks like Steven Seagal. So, we got to have him on here and talk about some
Hell
movies
yeah.
with him.
I'll go movie for movie with him. That's for damn sure.
Hey, bro, I know you could, man. I know you can. But yeah, man. But actually, you know what? I would say his biggest accomplishment is he interviewed Maya Angelou.
Oh,
So
yeah?
I think that's pretty fucking cool.
Phenomenal woman.
Yeah. Yep.
You see, that's a double entendre. I'm talking about her and her poem, just like that. Bang, bang. 2 in
There
1.
you go, man. It went right over my head, but that's cool, man. That's
That's what
what's
I
up.
do.
Yeah. So Nico, I know normally I put them on in the middle of the show, but I'm gonna hit you with the meme. I only have one
Do
meme
not,
tonight,
man.
bro.
Oh, I thought you
I
was
gotta do
bringing
it.
in the special guest already.
No, no,
But,
no,
all right,
no.
we
I don't.
good.
No. I'm gonna hit you with the only meme. Now look, I reported it here a while back, Nico, and you didn't buy it, man. That Papa Doc and Leon Edwards are brothers. But I actually found out that there are two famous brothers running around here. It's Brandon Moreno and his little brother Sammy Guevara.
Let's go. Let's go. Now that's facts.
That's his little brother, bro.
Hey,
You
man,
know.
but listen. Brendan Moreno is a bad motherfucker, but Sammy
Oh,
Guevara is a Spanish god. Yeah,
there
don't
you
never
go.
forget it.
There you go, bro. Hey, man, you can't tell me they don't look alike. That shit just had me rolling, man. I saw a picture of Sammy Guevara earlier, and I'm
Sammy
like,
Guevara is running hot on AEW right now.
yeah, I saw
That
some stuff
boy,
about him, man.
yeah, man, that's the TNT champion right now. He running hot.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. But
Them little teeny boppers love him. So that's a
hey,
heartthrob right there.
he learned everything from Brandon Moreno.
Nah,
Um,
man, he learned it all from the sex god himself, Chris Jericho.
yeah. They're together. Those two
Yeah,
are.
yeah, they all, yeah.
That's what's
I
up.
don't know if we're gonna talk wrestling at all, but
Nah, it's all good.
yeah. Inner Circle finally reunited.
Got you.
5,
Well,
they strong back at it, better than ever.
nice. Well, look,
About
Nico.
to actually take on. This is MMA related actually because they're taking on Dan Lambert and all
They're
of his
doing that again,
guys. Yeah,
right?
They're doing like a 5-on-5 actually.
With
And
American Top Team. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, look, Nico, we'll chat about Crown Jewel later on if we got some time. But
Mhm.
the topic that I wanted to discuss tonight is
Oh, I saw the first topic that you had up there, man.
oh no, not on this. No.
Oh,
What I
the way
advertised the other
but
day.
I want to let you know I don't like the way this is written to begin with. This is the
What?
first thing that this Saturday night's UFC Fight Night main event catch weight that pisses me off so much.
Hey, me too. But I mean, that's what they're saying now that it's going to be a catch weight if it happens. I mean, I think it's going to happen, but man, what a clown. Come on, man. This is your first fight since you got your ass beat by the champion, and you're
I
going to come back
disapprove
in this weight?
100%. I disapprove.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
his famous quote.
who, Vittori?
Paulo
Oh,
Costa.
Colica.
I disapprove 100%. That's what he said after he saw the video footage of Israel Adesanya pumping a load in his tush after the fight. You know, he just...
fucking Israel Adesanya over there getting his John Holmes on. But
his
look,
sons is fucking up right now.
who? Oh
Victoria and
yeah.
Paulo.
Well, no, but Vittori's not. Paulo is though.
Yeah.
Vittori cracks me up, but no, we'll get to that in a little bit. But first,
Yeah.
I want to discuss with you, Nico. Who's the bigger fuck up, man? John Jones or Conor McGregor? That's what I proposed to you like before we went off the air on Monday night, and that's what I want to discuss with you tonight.
Who's the bigger fuck up?
Yep. Who is the bigger fuck up?
Are we talking about public perception or our own?
I'm just talking about overall.
All right, go ahead. I'll let you get started.
I'm gonna say John Jones, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because as big of a fuck up as Conor is, he's still worth like, I don't even know, man, at least $250 million, and John's worth about $10 million. So you got like 10 million compared to 250 million. And I don't know, man. John had a chance to be the face of MMA, the biggest star ever, and he's got the skill and the resume to say, hey, I am the greatest ever. And some people could argue GSP, some people could argue a few other fighters, but he's got a hell of an argument for it. But man, it's like he just keeps screwing up, and it's like, he's got two brothers that are famous athletes that are doing real well, have a lot more money than he does, and they're not getting arrested. They're not fucking things up for themselves. Nick Conor, I think that although he is a big fuck up, I think that the fact that he's doing as well for himself as he is, and he really put MMA over the top as far as paydays go. Because before he came along, John Jones wasn't even making much money. You know what I mean? He wasn't even making $1 million a fight. The only guy who was making $1 million a fight before Conor got there was who? GSP. And that's it. So
you gotta let me. I'm ready.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Because I'm gonna go all the way now.
No, you're fine, man.
I bet John Jones don't got the complexion for the protection, baby.
That's true. You're right about that.
What, you just stated it right now. John Jones wasn't making over $1 million a fight, but prior to him, there was one guy doing it. Who was that? GSP, white guy. Yeah. Conor doing it, white guy. Let's look at the allegations and shit going on. Conor can punch somebody in the face. He could get rape allegations brought up against him. He could get XYZ done and still main event and still stay in the UFC and still call the shots when it comes to pay. Like, come on, man. And if we're gonna just talk about who's the bigger fuck up, it's Conor McGregor. Because I'm taking money out of the equation. John Jones is the GOAT in there, and it's widely renowned. They talk about that man's skills. They talk about how many title defenses they got. They talk about him being the youngest to ever doing it, living up to his potential and exceeding it, and getting ready to go to heavyweight to do more. And I hate this motherfucker. But I hate Conor McGregor even more than I hate John Jones. And he's a waste of fucking space. He hasn't been good since he left the 145 division. He got lucky facing an old-ass Eddie Alvarez. He ain't done shit since then. Man's been broke up, beat down. He ain't did no title defenses anytime he had a fucking title. He is a waste. He is a fucking waste. He never fucking reached his potential or gone past it. Why? Because they put that money in his pocket too soon. And you saw what the fool did with it. He just started acting a damn fool. He didn't keep building and honing his craft and becoming better. And John Jones gets better every time he steps into that octagon. You think that the fights are becoming more boring because he's learning how to pick his opponents apart, and he's doing it at a fantastic fucking clip. The dogs are getting hungrier, and he's still warding them off.
Yep. One thing about John Jones that I'll go ahead and throw at you is he is one of these guys that needs an opponent to look good. When he gets in there with somebody like, remember his OSP fight, he looked horrible because he had somebody that wasn't on his level or even close to his level. And that was like the biggest disappointment fight for him. But when he gets in there with somebody like DC or Gustafson that he gets up for, man, he has career defining moments. Yeah.
Shogun,
Lyoto Machida, those fights were phenomenal, bro.
Yeah, man. He's been through the best of the best. He's cleared out his division twice over.
At
What do
least
you like when you talk about the greats, you're gonna talk about somebody like Daniel Cormier, and then you got to look at who did him in.
Yep.
You talk about these people like they're top tier, and John Jones is just a step ahead of these guys. It pains me to say it. But it's a fact, man. That's not the same with Conor McGregor. He is not light years ahead of the division.
No.
And he never has been. He was a big 145 pounder. He got Aldo emotional. He capitalized on it, and he was never going to give that man a rematch. It was never going to happen. He would never do it twice at 145. He got the fuck up out of Dodge. Point blank, period. I don't care what nobody says. He got up out of Dodge.
Yep. And he fought Max at a real young age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Max was a kid.
Only rematch Conor won it was versus
Khabib.
Oh, no, besides that, Nate, he won it Nate. Why? Because he took an L the first time. He had to avenge that loss.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, let me ask you this. Oh, okay. So I know where I was going with that. All right. I watched the Sean Strickland interview on Michael Bisping. This ties into it. And Sean Strickland was calling in while they were discussing the Conor McGregor thing about the DJ and the dude that he fought. I mean, slapped, whatever, hit. I got a feeling that he ended up slapping that DJ. I don't really believe that he punched him, Nico. Just by the way everything looks.
It's still assault.
No, I totally agree, but I think that this dude's blowing shit way out of proportion. And we haven't heard really from anybody else that was there.
Look, I'm telling you this right now. Anybody worth over $100 million lay their hands on me, you're going to see me on this show in a neck brace. 100%. You spit on me. I'm rolling through neck brace.
Looking like Andy Kaufman.
I'm selling it. 100%, dude. And I'm going to have a black eye miraculously.
Yep, you're right. So look, the Sean Strickland interview, he gets on there and he starts talking about Conor McGregor. And he's like, man, that dude did a lot for the sport and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, this dude's got it made. And Michael Bisping's like, well, why is he still fucking up? And he's like, oh, because he's a piece of shit. He's a terrible person. And he's never changed that. He's like, he grew up, shitty, and he's still a shitty person. He just has a lot of money now. And it was just kind of like, damn. I mean, there are some people like that. There aren't good people, Nico, that end up doing pretty well in life. But, you can't. He said that you couldn't take the I guess the street out of Conor McGregor, and that he grew up like grimy and stuff, like where he lived.
Oh man, stop! I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all see Luis Pena? He grew up grimy. He stayed grimy.
Yeah. Hey, Conor's still grimy.
Hey, look, but Luis Pena up out of here though.
Yeah, gone.
Why they won't get rid of Conor?
Bro, they won't get rid of Conor. They won't get rid of John Jones. You know why? Because if either one or both of those guys went to Bellator, Jesus Christ, I mean, it would be a big money loss, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the smarter thing is to keep them under contract and not let them fight. Really,
that's right.
Unless
cheaper to keeper.
Yep, unless they get their shit together and you give them a fight. But I mean, I don't even know, man. Do you think we'll see either one of them back in the octagon ever again?
Yes.
Yeah, both of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
100%.
See, the John Jones thing is just weird to me, man. I mean, he put on all that weight. He's still putting on weight. Then he gets this whole shitty situation. I don't even know, man. It's just. And then Conor, fuck, man. He'd be so much better off just boxing. We've talked about that. But on the other side of that, though, his jaw is looking a little suspect, Nico, if I could steal one of the words there from it.
What do you mean?
Conor?
Yeah.
Seems like everybody that when they land clean on Conor these days, man, his jaw's not holding up like it used to.
It's that cocaine, baby.
Is it?
Fuck yeah.
Bro, we saw Khabib just throw a haymaker, not even a good punch.
Fuck yeah, that's that cocaine, baby. That's that cocaine. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can't convince me Conor don't yet.
Oh, I'm not saying.
Can't nobody convince me that. I don't care if it's blasphemy. I don't care if it's defamation of character. I don't care about none of that. That boy,
bro, there was.
Stop.
Didn't you ever see those pictures? There was pictures of him like all strung out with hookers and everything. You never saw those pictures?
I think I seen the
They were
pictures
ridiculous.
with the strippers or whatever, but look, until somebody show me you doing the cocaine off the table, I can't say it's 100% true.
Yeah.
But just off the way that he moved and
Hmm.
like the dissipation of his chin a little bit, I just believe that there's some blow going on over there.
I feel
I
you
just
on that,
believe
man.
it.
It's crazy that they don't, they don't bust him. Usada is supposed to be, taking care of this kind of stuff, and it's like, I don't even know, man. How
How
does he
quick
never
does
get
cocaine
busted?
get out your system? I think it gets out your system pretty quick. It's not like weed. Like weed will stay in your
Uh,
system forever. I think cocaine flushes pretty fairly quick.
I'm looking it up, man. Um, but I, they're both fuck ups, Nico. I mean, um, monumental proportions, I guess you'd say.
Hmm.
Um, that's just, I don't even know, man. I hate to see these guys that are like such big, important people in the sport just fucking things up all the time. Um, it can show up on a blood or saliva test for up to 2 days, a urine test for 3 days, and a
You
hair
can
test.
dodge USADA for 2 days,
Yeah, a hair test for a year though.
but they're not doing hair tests.
Right? What are they doing?
As
Blood
long as
test?
you're willing to piss and give blood, you're straight.
Yeah. So
You're
there you go,
Gucci.
man.
Ain't nobody cutting your hair to test your shit out.
Right, right.
2 days, get it out your system. Dodge them for two. Hide underneath the ring like John.
Yeah. Look, let's see if I can get this picture right here. So I'm gonna throw this picture up here, man. But just kind of proving your point at the same time. But man, just I don't even know, man. Those guys, it just aggravates me, man, because you get somebody. I mean, we've talked about it before. He's a talented motherfucker. Connor was great with leverage, great with just knowing where to hit you. Not even the hardest puncher, man. We've talked about that before, but Jesus, man, when you're that talented and you just keep fucking up, it's just sad, man. And then John, shit, like we said, John's probably the best fighter to ever jump in the octagon. Look at that. Look at that picture, man. You can't tell me these motherfuckers weren't all coked up. Come
Oh,
on, man.
very coked up.
I mean, Jesus. Oh, and the the headline reads, "Oh snap! Party girl takes hidden photos of Conor McGregor with coke and hookers." Fucking hilarious. Reminds me of The Hangover when Alan says we're in the desert looking for cocaine and hookers.
That man,
Fucking
yo,
classic, bro.
he don't give a fuck about nothing, man.
Who?
Connor.
Connor? Yeah. I thought you meant
Have
I
them
thought you meant
fucking cell
Alan.
phones confiscated at the door, man. You trying to live like that? Like, what are you
Right.
doing? You think they don't know who you are? Like, they're not gonna try and get pics of you on the side? Like, you stupid as shit, man. Have your security guard confiscate them things when they hit the door. You dumb fuck.
Yeah, they should be, man. They should be. But anyway, we'll discuss that some other time. But let's go over here to this card this Saturday night, Nico. Fucking Costa coming in. They said he's like over 200 pounds right now. Um, I don't even know what the fuck his deal is, man. Although I mean I've seen some fighters that have lost 20 pounds in like a day or two. So it's not like
Julius does that.
yeah. I mean, I think he said he was over 200 pounds, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. I mean, he could have been 230 pounds and just say, "Oh, I'm over 200 pounds," because because he doesn't want to admit what he's really fighting at. Look, tonight they actually they agreed to terms that it's going to be at 195 pounds. So
That's so wild to me, man.
yeah, yesterday he was weighing 211, so that would have been a 26-pound cut. I mean, that is pretty steep. But come on, man, be a professional. What the fuck are you doing? I don't
Yeah.
even know what's up with this dude. Um, and while we're at it, Nico, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I think Vettori takes this fight, man. I'm giving Vettori
Do
the
you?
edge. Yeah, I think Vettori has way better stamina than this guy.
I don't know if you can see this right now. I don't know if you can, but
No.
that's Julius weighing in. I think this
Mhm.
was 2 or 3 days before that, and that says 214 pounds. 214 to hit 205,
Right.
right? I think my man is 211. few days before, he could get down there. He would have to. He
185.
would have to chop. He have to
Yeah.
chop. But why are you even walking in that if you're going to be at 185? Why are you not walking in like 197?
Yeah, 200 at the very most.
200 max. Like, why are you walking in 211?
Yep.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
My guy got made 205. He 214, and he said that's a little lighter than usual.
Yeah. I don't know, Nico.
That's not professionalism, man. That shit
Not
is.
at all.
And Vittori, man, you need to take that purse. I still make weight. I still make 185, and I'm taking that purse.
Yeah, that's true. He should have. You're right. And you never know. They might have offered that to him and have it at 180 and have it at 195.
Facts.
What
And
the
yo,
fuck?
look, man. Izzy was right when he said that Dana got to start taking more, man. They got to pay up.
Yeah. But Nico, I don't think, for one, I don't think he's in shape. Most likely coming in that far overweight, and I don't give a fuck because next week they're gonna say, oh, he had an injury and this and that. Well, then pull out of the fucking fight and don't be a dumbass. Sean Strickland could have stepped in and fought Vittori, right? Because he's supposed to fight in a couple weeks, and he lost his opponent. But instead, they're gonna say, oh, he was hurt and blah blah blah. Bottom line is, even when he's on weight, his stamina sucks. He's good for one round, and that's it. We saw it in the fight against Yoel Romero. The third round, fucking Costa looked like he was dying, bro. Looked like he was dying. In the second round of the Izzy fight, after getting his ass kicked for the first round, he was nothing, man. He had nothing left. I don't think this guy has good stamina. And I think that Vittori wins this fight either by a late TKO, but I'm actually leaning towards a decision. I know it's a 5-rounder, and I think that the Costa's tough enough to stick in there, but I think he's just going to take an ass whipping the whole time, honestly. I think it might be competitive for a round, and that's about it.
All right, let's get crazy. I'm going Paulo.
Come on, man. No, you're not. Really?
Yeah, let's get crazy.
I don't see it, man.
I'm going to go with Paulo.
Why are you taking Paulo?
He's bigger, he's stronger, he's more explosive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Vittori will be successful with the takedown.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. See, the thing about it too is that Costa is a BJJ black belt, but he's only got one submission win in his whole life, and it was against some no-name person way back in the day. And like I see, like a lot of these guys, oh, he's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. If you don't ever use jiu-jitsu in fights, that black belt's not doing a whole lot for you. For instance, Lyoto Machida, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. And then he fights John Jones, who didn't even have a belt at the time, or was a purple belt. He was a purple belt. And what happened? John Jones choked him out. Unconscious. So a lot of these, I know the Shell Sonnen used to make his jokes about the Nogueira brothers, their belts come from McDonald's and blah, blah, blah. Bro, I think a lot of these guys that are Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, I think it's just because of the time that they put in and not the actual skill.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. So you got that fight wrong. So I'm definitely going to be one up on you starting.
No. As soon as I put my stamp on something, fighters just become 10% better.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy, man, but not this time. Or even he might need 30% better. But since he was 30 pounds overweight, he might need 30 pounds.
He'll be extra 20% better so long as he don't drink wine before he enter the ring.
Yeah, that fucking guy. Hey, Nico, have you had? By the way, on a total separate note, man, I had it for dinner. Have you had the new crispy chicken sandwich from McDonald's? The original crispy chicken sandwich, whatever.
Yeah.
Just comes with pickles.
Yeah.
Bro, I had it tonight, man. It's a good sandwich, but look. I put on a packet of hot sauce, a thing of their barbecue, and a thing of their honey. Bro, that sandwich was fucking banging like that, bro.
I'm about to come in here and tell you, actually, the cheddar sandwich from Wendy's.
Yeah, you had it?
Magnifique.
I told you,
and
man.
I asked them to do it with the spicy chicken instead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you had the chicken cheddar.
Yes, chicken cheddar.
Okay, but you had the burger too, or no?
Not the burger. Not the burger. Yeah, I want all the spicy chicken, man.
Okay, next
I
time the
pulled up
burger.
there with the intention to get the burger, but then I saw they were offering the chicken. I was like, come on, man. How am I gonna say no to that? I
Hell
asked her,
yeah.
I said, will you do it with the spicy chicken? She was like, for you? For you?
She said for
She said,
Magnifico.
for you, Magnifico, co-host Fight Guys podcast for you? Done and
Hell yeah.
done. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Sure. Number one combat sports talk show, Facebook Live. That's y'all. Yeah, baby, that's me. Uh, Hooked it up. It's
She was like, let's
crazy.
roll with that.
Let's do it.
um, but yeah, man, that crispy chicken is pretty damn good. I haven't had it spicy, but I did see they had a spicy one. Have to get
Yeah.
that next time. But I kind of like chicken. All right, I'm kind of funny about this, Nico. See, I like chicken. All right, if it's gonna be like buffalo, it's dipped in buffalo sauce. Cool, I like that.
Yep.
Or I like it to be like a spicy patty, like Wendy's.
Okay.
But see,
Okay.
the
Okay.
McDonald's one, I think it just had like a spicy mayonnaise on it or something. That doesn't really appeal to me, man.
The Chipotle mayo.
Yeah, I would rather it either be dipped in buffalo or already be spicy. The Chipotle mayo doesn't appeal to me, bro. I don't
I'm
know.
a Chipotle mayo guy.
You are?
I am, man. I can't even front on you.
Must have been the way you were raised, man.
It's everything right with it.
It must have been the way you were raised, bro. I
Come
know
on, man.
I
So
don't
it's
think
all hot.
Jason I don't think Jason and Fawn would be going for that Chipotle mayo, man.
Stop. Yeah,
Maybe Fawn.
Fawn Wood. JT, yo, he ain't been the same since Dad made him drink that bottle of hot sauce. That boy ain't never been right since. Can't get right. People, I'm not letting people into our family life like that tonight.
Bro, there is a guy who is the I don't even know what the hell he coaches, but he coaches something at Isabel's school, and he always comes to her games and starts like cheering and stuff. And every single time, like, God, that dude sounds and looks just like my cousin Jason. No long hair, he's got short hair, bro. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, if I could get a picture of this dude, I'll send it to you, man. You'd be
Yo,
cracked.
but how much of a fucking nut do you have to be that because your child is putting hot sauce on something, you tell them they don't like it? They claim they do. You're gonna make them drink the bottle. Like you're a nut.
He drank the whole bottle.
Nah, I don't think he finished it.
Hmm.
I think my
That's
dad made
terrible.
him go for it though.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A spicy pepper jack. You talking about the cheese or the spicy chicken sandwich? Oh. He's talking about, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the deluxe sandwich with the spicy pepper jack on it and the spicy patty. That shit would be too hot, man. In my opinion. For me, it would be. Nico might be able to do that shit, not me.
Oh man, I fire a guy, man. I'll be drinking like jalapeno infused tequila or ghost pepper infused tequila and shit,
Problems,
baby.
man.
I'll bring the fucking heat, daddy.
You got problems, man.
Trying to get that fucking monkey off my back.
Yep. Hey, look. How shitty of a card is this on Saturday, by the way? It is not a good event, man. I mean, the co-main event, Grant Dawson versus Rick Glenn. Bro, I mean, Dawson's a fucking beast, but like this fight just doesn't do anything for me, man. Neither guy I don't think is ranked. I don't even know, man. I feel like it's a that's basically like a vanity fight for Grant Dawson just to look good, fighting against Rick Glenn, who Rick Glenn's good too, man, but like he's gonna take a ass whipping. I mean, he's a win one, lose one, win one, lose one, all kinds of split decisions on his record. I mean, come on, man. You're not fooling anybody putting this fight on. You just want, you just want Grant Dawson to look good. I mean, he's won, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row in the UFC, 6 if you include Contender Series. They
Yeah.
just want a new ranked lightweight, I guess. But I'm not impressed with this card at all, man. But we'll talk about it some more. Obviously, I think that Grant Dawson is going to beat Rick Glenn.
Facts.
Probably going to finish him, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I don't know, man. Just you can get lucky so many times with all these split decision wins. I mean, look, the guy has 1, 2, 3 of his last 6 wins in the UFC are by split decision wins, man. I mean, he looks like fucking Lauren Murphy over here on Wikipedia. And meanwhile, Grant Dawson has won, what did we say, 6 in a row, and he's finished 4 out of the 6. I mean,
Okay.
come on, man. He's choking people out. He's knocking people out, elbowing people in the face. I mean, come on, man. That dude's a nasty dude, man.
Yeah, he'll bring it home for sure.
Yeah. So, all right, we're both taking him. That's cool. And then let's see, what's the fight before that? Oh man. Well, actually, I'm kind of excited about this fight because I think Jessica Rose Clark is pretty
Mhm.
fucking good. I don't know much about Jocelyn Edwards. Let me look her up really quick for her record. I didn't even look her up, and I know I'm already taking Jessie Jess, but let's see. This girl is mm, she's 10-3. She's coming off of a unanimous decision loss to Carol Rosa. Before that, she won 2 in a row, and then she lost the one before that. So in the UFC right now, she is 1-1. She goes by La Pantera, which is who goes by
The Panther.
who goes by El Pantera in
You
the
know who
UFC?
goes by him.
Was it Yair Rodriguez?
That's right.
Yeah. So maybe maybe they could hook up and have mini baby Panthers after the fight, man. Um, I don't see anybody on her record that I really recognize.
hmm
And bro, Jessie Jess has been in with some good fucking fighters, man. I mean, this girl, I know she beat down Beck Rollins. She she won her last fight. She lost 2 before that, but before that, in a row, she beat Paige Van Zant and Beck Rollins. Um, but yeah, she's just got a lot better um, opposition on her record. I mean, yeah, she lost to Pani Kayazad and Jessica I, but bro, those are both pretty damn good fighters. But I'm taking Jessie Jess on this one, man. I think that she's pretty damn good, and I think that she's always improving. So I'm gonna take her. And Joss Jocelyn Edwards. I mean, yeah, her record looks pretty on paper, but like I said, when you actually look at her record, who the fuck is Yanin Wu? I don't even know who that is. Pamela Gonzalez, never heard of her. Brenda Gonzalez, I guess she beat both of the sisters. I don't know, man. Trisha Cicero. These sound like made up people, Nico. I don't even know these people.
Nah, I don't know them either, man. But I mean, every fighter got to build their name off somebody else's.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna go with you on this as well. We already picked against each other in the main event. Jessie Jess is definitely a sure to win this one.
I think so.
She has the more credible names on her
Yeah.
her win column already. So
And even the
definitely.
fights she's lost, they've been by decision.
hmm
Um, I don't think that she's ever been finished.
Yeah.
She's never been finished. And she does finish fights too. I mean, she's got a couple finishes. But bro, I mean, like she beat down Beck and she beat down Paige Van Zant. Like, um, the Beck fight was a split decision, but she beat Beck's ass, and I was rooting for Beck. Honestly, I like Beck Rollins. Well, I did back then. Now she's kind of a fucking weirdo, um, but yeah, I think that she'll take care of business that night. Um, but the fight before that, Nico, and this is the one, man. This is the one. You have Alex Caceres versus Suang Woo Choi. Woo Choi, I did look him up a little bit, and I have seen him fight before, but he's got a decent record, man. I mean, he's ten and
Yes.
three.
hmm
He's 10-3. He's won 3 in a row. He lost his first 2 fights in the UFC, and then he's won 3 in a row since then. He's not bad, man. He, I don't know, man. I like Caceres though. They both are on win streaks. I think Caceres has won 5 in a row, and Wu Choi has won 3 in a row, if I'm remembering
Yep.
correctly. So I'm gonna take Alex Caceres for a few. He's won 4 in a row. Caceres has.
Yep.
Um, but I'm gonna take him, man. I like Alex Caceres. I always
These
look
are
back.
the fights that Alex Caceres thrives at. As the veteran taking on the guy who's trying to make their way up. This is where he thrives. Alex Caceres, no disrespect, but when it comes to, like the top 10 and beyond, like he's kind of struggles a little bit. What does he rank right now?
He's not.
He's not, right?
he
So
might
like
be in the top 15, but not in the
when it
top
comes
10.
to getting over that hump of the top 10, I feel like that's where Alex Caceres consistently comes up short. But as the guy who withholds the new talent from breaking through the top 15, he's
Yep.
great at that. But on this night, I'm picking
Hmm.
against you.
Picking against me. All right.
Yep.
I um I
Yep.
always
That's what I'm
think
going to do.
back. I always think back about how well Caceres did against Yair Rodriguez.
Yes,
He
sir.
lost. He lost a split decision,
Mm-hmm.
but damn man, that was one of his better performances.
Absolutely.
Um, but like you said, man, he always has a hard time living up to the expectation.
He
He always
does, man.
does. He's good. When like you said, he's got these young guys, but man, when he fights that top tier, man, he's just not effective, man. But I think
Yeah.
this is one that he can win. Um, oh no, I didn't. Dan Ige versus Josh Emmett got added to UFC 269. Nico, that's a
I
pretty
didn't
good
know
fight.
that.
I like that fight a lot. That will be a good test for Dan Ige. Is that how you say it? Nico Ige, right?
I got Ige. Yeah, that's how I don't say I got to say Ige.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
You got to put that twang on it, baby.
Dan Ige. Hey, Dan Ige, what's up,
Then
man?
Ige. But isn't he Portuguese or some shit or like Brazilian or some shit?
I don't know. We could say it with an Italian accent, though. We're allowed.
Then
Um,
Ige.
yeah, UFC 269 is looking really good to me at the moment, man. I mean, knock on wood, hopefully nothing falls apart. But
Mm-hmm.
um, I mean, that whole card is stacked. But I think that the fight with Pavia versus O'Malley is going to be a banger, man. I mean, Pavia, he's not afraid to stand and bang and go for it, man. I mean, I don't know. I think that's going to be a pretty good fight. I'm looking forward to that one. But there's two title fights that night.
You say he's fighting O'Malley?
Yeah, but that's the same night as Amanda Nunes and what's her name, Juliana Pena,
Yeah.
and you've got Leon Edwards versus George Masvidal, and Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier. I mean, that's a banger card, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, even in the prelims, you have Dominic Cruz versus Pedro Munoz. I mean, I don't even know, man. That's a crazy card. I think that's the last card of the year. Is that right? Yeah, that's the December 11th card. I'm excited about that, man. But yeah, I was gonna say, I think that Ige will take it. I think Emmett's good, but man, I don't know. I don't think he's great. And yeah, Ige, I think Ige's on his way towards the top, man. Not a champion, but definitely like a top 3, top 4 guy eventually. So, um, but anyway, Nico, so you're taking Suang Woo Choi. I took Alex Caceres. And then the first fight of the main card, I believe, is Dwight Grant versus Francisco Trinaldo. And Nico, who do you have in that, man? I'm gonna let you go first this time.
I don't really even know either one of these fighters, if I'm being quite honest with you.
You know Francisco Trinaldo, man. He looks
That's
like
who
he's
I was
80 years
honestly
old.
when you said it, when you said Francisco, that's why I was like, I definitely don't know either one of these guys because that's such a great name.
No, you know him though. You do, man. I'm gonna show you a picture of him, and I'll tell you some of the people he's fought. But bro, he looks like he's 80-year-old dude from Haiti. That's what he looks like. I'm just being honest with you, man. I
I
mean,
do not know who this man is.
you know you will though. You will. I
All right,
promise.
all right.
Watch, you're gonna see him, man. This dude has fought like a lot of people. You don't know him?
Bro, no, I don't know this
Nico.
man.
Come on,
Who
man.
is that man? This looks like made up shit. Are you playing with me right now?
No, for real. Like he's fought like a who's who of fighters. Watch. I'm gonna tell you who he's fought, man. All right, look. He beat Bobby Green. He lost Alex Hernandez. He beat Evan Dunham. He lost to James Vick. He beat Jim Miller.
That's crazy.
Lost to Kevin Lee. He beat Paul Felder, bro.
What a wild journeyman.
He beat Yancy Medeiros. He beat your favorite fighter of all time, Ross Pearson.
Shut
I mean,
up.
he lost to Michael
Y'all don't
Chiesa.
Nah, fuck that. Y'all not just gonna be throwing that shit out there. I don't care if we got 5 viewers right now. Like, this nigga lying. That is not my. That's some bullshit.
Ross Pearson, man, from
I don't
England.
even know him neither.
Yes, you do. He won the Ultimate Fighter. Ross from the Ultimate Fighter,
You know how many Ultimate Fighters there's been?
307. You know Ross Pearson. Get the fuck
Wait,
out of
is
here,
that a
man.
fact? There's been 307
No,
Ultimate
no,
Fighters. Are
no,
you including like Brazil and like
no,
Europe as well? Like, what are you
no. But
doing
if I
over
if
there?
I if I was, there probably is 307. Jesus, they're just all over the place now. Come on, man. Look, I'm gonna show you. You better know who Ross Pearson is.
Look, my guy, man, I know people that deserve to be known. That no slight, no slight, no slight, because that came out super disrespectful. But hey, I'm just saying, man.
Nico,
If
you
you like,
don't know
if you
this.
like cracking top 10, you probably really not on my radar like that.
You don't know Ross Pearson, the dude on the right. He fought forever in the UFC,
Is
bro.
that Bilal Muhammad?
No, that's John McDessie.
Oh, that's John McDessie.
Yeah, but
Oh, I don't know him, but his tattoos are god awful. That's what I will tell that man too. If I ever see him face to face, I'll let him know. Yo, you probably a hell of a scrapper, but them tattoos is
he
what
was
the
all right
fuck
back
was
in
you?
the
What
day.
was you thinking, my guy?
He won the Ultimate Fighter when the Ultimate Fighter actually meant something. I'll just be honest with you, man. But
White dudes with like tribal tattoos really make me cringe, man. Like, don't go that far with it either, man. If you're gonna do it, do the little band on your arm, like around. Like, don't go full like fucking sleeve with the tribal shit,
no
man.
sleeve, but I do have Grace right here. That's
That's
Isabel's middle
beautiful.
name, and I got
That's
Isabel right
beautiful.
here.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Middle
I
Child.
had the little scorpion shit on my
Yeah,
arm. I did that when I was so young, and then Jax wound up being born in a Scorpio, and it just came full circle, man. Look at
that's
that
what's up,
shit.
man. That's
Universe
cool,
is
man.
wild.
Yeah, it is. You're right about that, bro. But yeah, so I mean, if you don't want to pick on that fight, that's cool. But I'm gonna go with Dwight Grant. If you want to copy me on that one, you're probably in a good position. Trinaldo, like you said, is definitely a journeyman.
I just don't know who the hell these guys are, so I'm a rock with you.
Hey, bro, look. So, I mean, this is just not a very
We went
strong
Grant
strong
Dawson
card.
over Rick Glenn, right?
Grant Dawson, yeah, yep,
Yep. Jesse Jess over Jocelyn.
yeah, yep,
You went with Alex Caceres.
yeah. I went with Alex Caceres.
All right,
Yep,
I went Sung Woo. So all right, I'll go with you on this one. I'll go
yeah.
Dwight.
I think it's a good idea, man.
All right.
But you never know, man. Trinaldo's
Go
got
white around you.
yeah, the white around your lips. Oh man.
Bit it.
45, 47. Bro, that's my shit, man. Um you still didn't watch the Meet the Blacks 2, did you?
Meet the blacks too.
You need to
No,
watch it, man. The House Next Door, it's called Meet the Blacks 2. Bro, I messaged you about it. You must not have seen the message, but bro, it is so
I've been
damn
the
funny.
worst with my messenger lately, yo. I honestly
All
have been
right.
the worst with my messenger lately. I apologize. I gotta apologize to Will on air right now.
Yeah,
I've just been such shit at communicating recently through messenger.
you're the
I gotta
worst,
get
man.
better at that. I
The
will
worst.
get better at that. I'm I've been like me, Will, and Brandon in a group chat together. I'm giving the least input on anything. I just stop by and throw a couple laugh emojis up and shit. I'm honestly the worst. BC, I apologize. Will, I apologize. I'm
The
gonna do
worst.
better. I'm gonna do better. I'm not gonna be that guy in the
All good.
group chat because I know all y'all out there know about that one guy in the group chat. You're like, what the fuck is he here for? This man's useless. Why does he keep stopping by and looking at this shit and not having any input? Right now, that's me, and I'm gonna change that. New Year's resolution. I'm going to start today.
Today, man. Not today. Hey, look, Nico, I'm gonna tell you about this movie, bro. The first one was okay. I actually watched the second one first and the first one second because it just was on Stars and I was just bored one night. So look, this movie is so damn funny, bro. It's ridiculous. It's like a horrible hood vampire movie, but it's so funny, bro. Look, you got Snoop Dogg, Cat Williams, Mike Epps, Michael Blackson, and Lil Duval.
Crazy.
Bro, and do you know who Gary Owen is?
Of course.
And Gary Owen. Boom, bro.
That's my guy.
Shit is
Love
fucking.
Gary Owen.
He's hilarious in the movie too. He's Chili Willy. What's up, bro? If you're in the building, what's up, man? We miss you. We need to have you on sometime, man. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're feeling
That's
good, bro.
Uncle Chill. Uncle Chill.
Uncle Chill to you, man. Um, but yeah, bro, you should watch that movie, man. Cat Williams is pretty funny. Mike Epps, like I was saying, bro, I could watch Mike Epps just like walk around and talk to people all day, and I would crack up laughing. This dude,
100%.
he doesn't have to do anything special. I mean, he's still pretty much playing Day Day at this point in his career, and he's still fucking hilarious. But the movie's funny, man. If you get a chance, you should watch both of them. I think you'd like them, man.
Did you
I
watch the new Chappelle stand up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
It was
Loved it,
fucking
man.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yo,
absolutely.
and more than a few episodes back, yo, we had Stony Shores up here who was talking about how Cedric the Entertainer was better than Dave Chappelle. And I don't give a fuck
Nope.
that he's seen both of them live.
Yep.
He is wrong. He's wrong.
That man is drunk.
Yo, facts. Facts.
Bro,
Chappelle is a fucking genius. He is hysterical.
I can't say the GOAT because, we weren't alive really to see Red Fox and Richard Pryor on stage. But of our lifetime, Dave Chappelle's the GOAT.
Yeah, man.
There it is. Straight up. Eddie Murphy was good. And, I heard some people saying that maybe he was. But, bro, he was only real good for, a couple years.
Yeah,
he only
bro.
had a short run of shows. And then it was kind of like, hey, Chili Willy, the legendary.
Said 1000%
Uncle
deserves his flowers. Yeah, Kings of Comedy, all that sitcom after sitcom, fantastic. Yep. But when it comes to controlling a stage, hitting on relevant topics, stepping into the fire and touching topics that nobody else would touch, and still finding that silver lining, there's nobody that does it like this guy. There's nobody that does it like him. And he's the definition of not discriminating. He gonna come out there. He gonna give it to white people, black people, Latinos, transgender, gay, straight. It doesn't matter. He's letting it fly, and that's how you know that he's not a fucking bigot. Y'all can try and attack him and talk about how he comes at the transgender community, but hey, is that not being inclusive? Y'all don't give a fuck about how many M-bombs he dropped throughout the course of his show. Y'all ain't coming at him for that shit. I don't care about the race shit that he's touching, but we want to go at him for the LGBTQ. No, man, he's a comedian. This is what he's supposed to do.
Bro, he goes after Asians.
Anybody can get it. That's the ABC.
Yep. Hey,
ABC, baby. Anybody can get it.
I was watching one of his old specials the other day, so I can't remember if it was this one or the other one. But on this special, was he talking about how some shit happened and the one guy or the one lady said, "You don't like Asians?" And he's like, "Aha, I'm married to an Asian."
Married one, facts.
Was that this special? Or was that?
I don't know which one it was, but I've seen the joke. Yeah.
I was cracking up, man. I mean, bro, now don't get me wrong. I do like Cedric, bro. One of my favorite lines in a movie, bro, and I say it all the time to my kids when they piss me off. I'll be like, "This ain't what you want."
Yeah,
bro, from Codename the Cleaner.
Yeah.
Bro, I think that movie's hilarious, but it's Cedric is like family fun entertainment. Yeah. And Dave is like, you'll be thinking about his jokes for days, weeks. Chili Willy said Richard Pryor's got to be the GOAT, but yes, Dave is the king now. For sure, man. I mean, like I said, Richard Pryor was a little bit before our time, Chili. Yeah. I'm kind of like in between you and Nico as far as age goes. I have seen a lot of Richard Pryor's movies, and he's fucking hilarious.
But that shit is really not fair because everybody finds a cokehead hilarious. Like everybody finds a cokehead hilarious. Cokehead at the family barbecue, and you ain't get a laugh out of him. Stop it.
I mean, yeah, that's true too.
I love when the look like Nico. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Do what you want, man. Hey, you do what you want, man. Uncle Chill might give you a spanking when he sees you, though.
What's Kevin Hart's joke? And his the hardest is always when he talking about his dad. Why is his dad so funny? Because he's a cokehead. He's a cokehead. His dad might have been Richard Pryor.
Bro, the genius that is Dave Chappelle is fucking insane. When he talks about he said I can't remember the entire joke, but he said that he was trying to write a joke, and the last line was gonna be, and then I kicked her in the pussy. So, but I
Yes,
couldn't figure anything out about it. And then at the end of the show, he's talking about how he was gonna eat stovetop stuffing at his friend's
yes,
house, and
yes.
then he found out there wasn't enough stovetop stuffing, whatever, and he locked himself in the bathroom. And one of the dude's moms came to find him because they were they were Mormon. He's like, and one of his mothers came to find me, and she said they didn't have enough stovetop stuffing. So I kicked her in the pussy and I ran home, bro. That shit is
And
fucking
it still hit,
hilarious.
even though he let you know the punchline. It still hit.
At the beginning of the show, and he ended with that, and it was like, oh my god, man, too much, man, too much, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Hey, Chili, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen is See No Evil, Hear No Evil. That shit is funny. Nico, if you've never seen it, shit is fucking hilarious. It's Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. That shit is really
Yeah,
funny,
that's a
man.
classic.
Yeah. So
That's a
I
classic.
actually I actually watched that with William like not that long ago, and he was cracking up. That kind of made me proud.
Cut it out. Gene
That he
Wilder, cokehead too.
yeah, probably. You're
Nah,
probably
I'm
right,
letting
man.
you know right
They
now,
both
yo.
are.
Look. Honestly, I used to think Willy Wonka was my father. My dad looked just like that motherfucker. Oh God,
He
he did.
doesn't.
Yes, he
Get out
did.
of here, man.
Yeah, he did, man. Yeah, he did. The long, little, curly ass locks with the blue eyes and shit. Cut it out. I said, "Good day, sir." I'm like, that's Tommy Gatlin right there. Yeah, chill that out, man.
Oh,
Wait,
hey,
no, it's crazy too. But in the same breath, I used to think my dad was Paul White too. I thought
yeah,
that
the Big
motherfucker was
Show.
the Big Show. On God, I did.
Hey, man, he also used to look like Kid Rock too.
Like, what's up with the dude? How he look like three different people? This shit is crazy.
You know, he used to look like Kid Rock, man. He did.
Yeah.
Hey, Chili said, "Will John Jones ever fight again? And where is he training at?" Nick, I'll let you take that one, man.
John Jones is training out of his basement. And
Nico, you're trying to get him over there to
Yo, I was actually talking
Hillsbury
about this.
Boxing.
I was having, yo, look, see, I'm not taking him on. I'm not taking him on. And that's the same reason why his coach already kicked him out. Yes, chill. We will see him fight again. But it's going to be a minute before we see a camp align themselves with John Jones because women's MMA is so prevalent right now. And there's so many female fighters within your gym. And as a coach, if you align yourself with John Jones, what is that telling your female fighters? What are you in support of? You know what I mean? So it's such a tough position right now. And you got to wait for the dust to kind of settle before you even extend that hand to John, man. If you're training him, it's going to have to be like at his house. He's going to have a gym put in his home or build something where trainers can come directly to him because I think that the female community in MMA is not going to want to see him within their gym's walls, aside from somebody like Holly Holm, who's close to him and will still go to bat for him because that's his sister. But these females who aren't affiliated with him right now, they probably think that behavior is gross, man. And
Yeah.
as a coach, you don't want to bring that into your gym. You don't want no animosity on the floor.
Yep.
It's tough.
You're right, man.
He
I
painted
totally
himself
agree.
into a hell of a corner.
Yeah. You're right, man. You are right about that. But yeah, like we were talking earlier. I thought like I was saying, I think he is gonna fight again, but man, I'm tired of him wasting his good years, man. Same thing as Mike Tyson. Tyson lost all those years being in jail, man. His best years of his life, and I feel like John's wasted the best years of his life just with some dumb shit, man. I hate it. I hate it, man.
Where would you put John Jones if he couldn't go back to wing? Which I think that they will lift that ban from him and take him back. But where do you think he would go?
That might surprise you a little bit, Nico. Well, where does he live right now? Because I know he's from New
Albuquerque,
York.
New Mexico.
Oh, that's right. He lives there full time.
Yeah.
That's right. Um.
And I say that I think that they'll let him back because I'm sure that they'll just put it to a vote of the fighters and the females in there, and they'll all say, "Yeah, John could stay." Of course, like we've never had an issue with him or something along those lines, and that'll still wind up being his home gym.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Nico,
it was a good look on them to release him for a while, though.
Nico, what gyms are in upstate New York?
Oh, I don't really know offhand. I don't know the locations of gyms like that. I just know the
Yeah.
camps.
all I'm gonna say is this, man. Apparently, he lives in Ithaca, New York, and he goes out there and trains all the time. But his actual house is in Ithaca, which is upstate, so it'd be a little bit of a ride. But honestly, man, if he's gonna be back on the East Coast, he might not be bad off with like somebody like Mark Henry and those guys, Frankie
Okay.
Edgar, all of
Yeah, of
them.
course.
And you got the big dog, Ricardo Almeida with them, and who is it, Caesar Gracie? I mean, those three
Yep.
are like, that's a hell of a camp. And if you can't get back with probably the top two camps in the world, see, like people say that what's the one that Anthony Pettis trains at? I can't even think of his name right now. The trainer, Anthony
Oh,
Pettis and Duke Rufus.
Duke
Duke Rufus
Rufus.
is
Yep.
good, but I don't
Rufus
consider
Ford.
him. I don't consider him on the same level as Jackson Winklejohn and American Top Team. I think he's the next level down with like the Almeida and Mark Henry group and stuff like that. They're just not the premier groups because they just don't have as many big name fighters there, top level fighters there. They just don't. I'm not saying that their training's not top level. I'm just saying they just don't have the talent for whatever reason.
You
Maybe
don't think
because of
he
where
would
they're
do?
located.
You don't think he would cut to Florida?
I don't think
Go see Dan Lambert, align
didn't
himself with those guys.
I mean, but he like burnt his bridges, you remember? Because
How do you do that?
he wasn't with Greg Jackson at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
He was with Rashad, and then they left and started the Black Zillions.
Yep.
Because wasn't he with Dan Lambert before that?
So wait, hold on. John Jones was a Black Zillion?
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Yeah, at first, and him and Rashad got into it. They were like
Wow.
best friends.
I remember that storyline, but I didn't know that that was already like Black Zillions, though.
I'm pretty sure it was.
All right.
Um,
Yeah. What about
yeah.
Colorado?
No, that's not a bad idea, man. I mean, that wouldn't be bad at
Who's
all.
over there? Gaethje, Usman,
Yeah, TJ.
TJ's down that way, but they don't train together though. Gaethje and Usman, they're under different ones. TJ's over with Dwayne Bang, and those are who the hell are they with? Usman and Gaethje
Oh, they're with Trevor Whitman.
with Trevor Whitman, exactly.
Right. Okay.
Rose.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Um.
I
Yeah.
think Whitman would do a phenomenal job with John.
Yeah. I think so. You're right about that. So I'm gonna tell you real quick how this went down because I just pulled up an article from 2011. So basically, let's see. Hold on. I don't know. It's just saying that Rashad basically banned John Jones from the Black Zillions after he was there for a while, but they
But
felt he turned
Lambert
his
isn't
back
a
on him.
coach at the Black Zillions, is he?
No, but those guys, I see it's a fine line because those guys were with Dan Lambert and then they left and broke off and did their own thing. I don't know if John was with them when they were with Dan Lambert, but I know that he was with them when they were starting up the Black Zillions.
Yeah.
And that's why Nico, that's why they say that the whole John Jones never wanted to fight Rumble because they trained together a little bit and he said he didn't want any part of him. Maybe the power. And that might be bullshit too. That might just be a bunch of the Black Zillions guys saying that shit. Chili's asking what's the deal with American Top Team and AEW. Seems like they're getting more spotlight than AEW. I don't even know, man. I haven't seen much of it. I saw the highlights like both times Masvidal knocked him out with a knee and just different stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw one time when they were up there and I think Jericho was doing an interview and they were kind of like jeering at him and stuff, but I don't know much about it. What do you know about it, Nico?
What I know about it is what I had alluded to earlier. They're about to get this 5-man tag team done.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Dan Lambert controlling the microphone. Like he's been doing it for years. He's clearly a fan of the sport, and yo, this man can cut a fucking promo. He was
Yeah.
like, what did he say? Something about Jericho being the biggest mouth in the ring, Santana and Ortiz having the biggest rap sheet, and Jack Swagger having the biggest head, and asked him if he got in his shirt feet first and pulled it up over his body. It was one of the funniest fucking lines I've ever heard. It broke Jake. It broke Jake Hager right in the
Yeah.
dead in the ring. So yeah, man, I think that they'll probably wind up doing a pay-per-view show or two, and hopefully we see some of the guys transition over there. Junior Dos Santos looked very good in his match with Chris Jericho. He looked
That's what I was hearing.
fantastic.
They're saying that
So
he when was that? Was that at a pay-per-view or was that on an episode?
about a week ago, I think
Okay.
it was a big show that they did it on.
I'll have to look for it, man. I want to see that. But also supposedly Paige Van Zant is doing pretty well with it.
Yeah,
Maybe
she
that's
is.
maybe
She's
that's a
looking
good
all
lane
right
for
over
her.
there. And George Masvidal was on Ariel Helwani the other day talking about potentially doing a match himself. Um, so that would be great.
Bro, I mean, you look at Paige Van Zant, you can't say that there's any women in wrestling that are head and toes better looking than her.
Look,
Really, I
and
mean,
she got her ass beat 2 times over at bare knuckle boxing.
yeah.
This may be a better move for her.
And bro, we already know she's athletic as hell.
Yeah, dude.
You know, I mean, we welcomed Ronda into wrestling, and Paige was not as successful and not as big of a fighter as Ronda, but way more athletic and way more well-rounded than Ronda. You know what I mean? So why not? Hey, if she wants to wrestle, I think it'd be great, man.
I do
Um,
it as well.
yeah. But hey, Nico, let's knock down the crown jewel before we finish up.
Sounds good to me, man.
So I saw the whole thing. I fast forwarded in between stuff. I actually missed two matches, like I was telling you. But the first match of the night was the pre-show. It was the Usos versus the Hurt Business, which it felt
Yep.
like they just kind of threw this match together. It didn't really
Mm-hmm.
mean a whole lot. The Usos won. I'm kind of glad the Hurt Business is back together. And I hate it when they regrouped tag teams that have broken up already. And I've said that to you before, like DX, how many times can they break up? But the Hurt Business and Michael Cole, a guy who I don't think gets enough credit, all he had to do was say one thing and it made sense. He said, the Hurt Business is back together after they've been feuding the last few months. They recently had a talk with each other and realized how much better they were together rather than apart. So they decided they're going to put their differences aside and tag again. I was like, all right, I'm sold. I mean, at least it was
I,
something. It wasn't just,
I like it, but give me some of that shit. Like, and you don't even have to
yeah,
do it on the show. You could be doing that on WWE's Instagram. Like, let
that's
me
true.
let me see them talk it out. Let
Yeah,
me see them hash that shit out, man.
yeah,
I'm a storylines guy. A
yeah.
lot of people get on here and they fast forward through the promos and the storyline portions and they
No,
just want to see the matches. I'm the opposite. The
yeah.
majority of the times I fast forward through the first 10 minutes of the match, watch the last 5 to 10 minutes of the match, and I'm there just for the promos and storylines. That's the shit that I like.
I feel you.
So, I mean, I
Yeah,
wish
no,
that they
good
would do
story.
more with that shit.
I mean, and they may have Nico. I don't know. I mean, I don't follow their social media.
I haven't seen that, and
Yeah.
I follow pretty damn closely.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So yeah, I mean, I did like that though. At least there was some kind of an explanation, at least. And also, I like them together rather than just being a couple of jobbers, you know.
Facts.
But so I said this earlier. They started the main show on the pay per view with Edge versus Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match. I don't like it when they do that. The only time I like it is WrestleMania when they do the ladder match at the beginning because it's kind of like a yearly tradition, and they don't want to take anything away from the main events. That's why they do it early. But man, like when you start off with such a big match and they're doing everything and chair shots and smacking people in the face with the bar and the chain came out and all this other shit, it's like,
Mhm.
where do you go from there? Chili, I mean, we come from like a different time and place than this right now. But I would never start a show with the only cage match of the night. I would save this for the co-main, but that's just me personally. The match was fucking awesome. Really good match. Very
Fantastic
physical.
match. Fantastic
Um,
match. Look,
there was
man, I understand where you're coming from,
yeah,
but even as great as that match was, I
mhm.
still thought that there's other matches that could compete for match of the night.
Yeah. Oh no,
Like,
there was.
like really good fucking matches. I damn near forgot about Seth and Edge until you had brought up that that's what opened up the show.
Yeah.
Because they did great, bro. And I was sitting there just waiting to shit on Bobby Lashley and Goldberg.
Yeah.
Like I'm honestly, that was my least looking forward to match of the night, and they still got crazy in there. They did their thing tonight, man.
Yep.
It's the way that matches like that should go. You remember, like, who was it? Was it Goldberg and Brock? Who was it? Or Goldberg and Brock? It was something with Goldberg in it, and it was the most boring fucking match of all time. And they had built it up like these two behemoths finally
Was
gonna clash.
was it Brock and was it Brock and Goldberg at WrestleMania
Yeah,
20
I
when
think
the
that's the one
crowd
I'm
booed
thinking
them out
of.
of the?
Yeah,
They
boot
booed
him
them
out the
out.
fucking arena.
Yeah.
And that's what I was expecting again tonight because I'll always base it off of that match. And they did great,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were. They start shooting each other for a pop.
For pop.
Yeah, I mean, bro, and look, do you remember last 2 years ago? Like the last time they had Crown Jewel was 2 years ago, I believe. And one of the featured matches was Undertaker versus Goldberg, and it was so sloppy, so slow. It
Yeah,
was like ridiculous. And I never thought Goldberg would have a good match again. And the one at SummerSlam was just okay, but this one was actually really good.
really good, dude.
Yep,
He took good bumps, man.
he did.
Lashley got off in control early. He was front chop blocking Goldberg. We had the chair wrapped around Goldberg's knee. He looked like a wounded animal, bro. Then
Yep,
he beat Bobby Lashley's ass outside of the ring. He
yep.
took out both of the members of the Hurt Business. Like
Yeah.
he looked good, dude. Speared him off of the stage with
Yep.
his old ass.
Pretty insane.
Pretty
Yep.
crazy, bro.
Yep.
But
So
then he did the corniest shit I ever seen for such a tough guy. Don't don't mess with my baby. First of all, he's just like 17, 18 years old, man. Stop calling that boy a baby. Like, don't fuck with my family. That would have been badass. Don't fuck with my family. Oh, like, don't mess with my baby. Oh my god, man.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. I'm with you on that. That was kind of silly, but it's it is what it is. Um, so Goldberg won that match. The next match was Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali.
Mhm.
They have the two Middle Eastern guys wrestling against each other. They just broke up this past week, and
Yep.
then they're wrestling each other already. Mansoor won the match. After the match, Ali, what happened? Ali attacked him after the match. Nico, I was kind of doing something else. I saw it, but
Ali attacked him after the
yeah,
match, and then this guy from Abu Dhabi came out.
Tareg Hamade.
Mhm.
There you go. Who is a summer,
Karate.
yeah,
Yep.
Summer Olympics silver medalist in
Probably Wuko karate.
yeah, there you go. Yep.
Yeah,
And he
he
only
laid
won the silver medal because he knocked out his opponent with an illegal kick.
yeah, and he hit Ali with one of the fastest roundhouses I've ever seen in my life. The shit was so clean. He didn't lean
Yep.
over one bit and put that kick
No.
right on that man's face. Good
Ali
moment.
sold it great.
He sold it
Yep.
fantastic.
Yep. So I mean that was better than I thought it would be, to be honest with you. It still is a letdown for me to go from a Hell in a Cell to Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali, and
Mhm.
especially after they did the whole stupid Mustafa Ali being in charge of the I don't even know what that shit was called. I don't even remember anymore. But it was him and T Bar and all those guys, whatever. That's just a guy they just have no idea what to do with. Um, but anyway, but
Bro, I
next
don't remember their name either.
you can't, right? I can't
I
think of
can't
it.
remember. I'm trying
Oh,
to. I
it's
wanted to throw it out there.
retribution, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, they fucked that all up. But anyway,
they got zero retribution, bro.
right. It was just stupid. But then we had RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos. God, Omos is the biggest dude in the world,
I
isn't he?
fucking love Matt Riddle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love Matt Riddle. Him going to get in the camel. That
Yeah.
shit
Oh
had
yeah.
me rolling, bro.
Bro, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember exactly what Riddle posted the other day on social media, but did you see about this? Him and his wife?
I did not.
He said something about like loving his life or some shit like that, and she goes, "Yeah, I bet you do after you took off to Florida and abandoned your wife and kids." And like the text, the tweet, whatever, came down real quick. Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
she said after moving to Orlando. Exactly, that's what it was. Yeah, so kind of fucked up, but
About Riddle?
yeah, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, yo. Why she get spicy like that?
I don't know. Let's see if I can find it real quick. But yeah, Riddle's great on screen, man. Um, I mean, he's a lot better than I ever thought he would be.
Yeah.
Um, so this is what he said. He said, "I love my life so much, bro. I'm in California, tagging with my best bro Randy, and trust me, it doesn't get any better than this, dude." And she wrote, "You would say that now that you packed up and moved to Orlando away from your children." Pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So, and that was on the 10th of October. So like about what, a week and a half ago, whatever it was. So, Nico, what does that sound?
That is somebody who decided to jump in the shower during the show.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Well, we're almost done anyway, so it's not a big deal. All right. So Zelina Vega beat Dewdrop. Oh wait. Okay. So RK Bro kept the titles. They won.
Yep.
Zelina Vega beat Dewdrop. I was completely convinced that Dewdrop was going to win the title and that the whole shit was just a big joke. And
Honestly, I was there for a minute too. I thought she was gonna take it.
yeah, I think that Vince has this like weird sense of humor, and he's like, I'll put the chubby chick in there and have her be the queen, and everybody's got to bow down to her, and it'll be funny." But I'm glad that Zelina Vega won. It's very strange though, because it's like they've been making this girl unstoppable, and then Zelina Vega's taking an ass whipping and then hits a move out of pretty much out of nowhere and wins the match. I mean, I think that might be Dewdrop's first loss. Dewdrop, the same one that they jobbed Asuka out to, now is losing to Zelina. It's fucking weird. Queen Zelina though,
Definitely sketchy.
yeah,
Do drop. Man, I thought she was gonna take it. But is it just me or does she look like Amy Schumer in the face?
yeah, I guess a little bit. I could see that, man. I could see that, but it's all good. I'm not sold on Dewdrop. I think it's the worst gimmick name of all time. And
100%.
and like I said, I just think that Vince uses it as kind of like a joke. But anyway, we had Goldberg come out and beat Bobby Lashley. We talked about that a few minutes ago. I knew it was going to go this way after SummerSlam ended the way it did, and now that Bobby Lashley's not the champ anymore, you had to give Goldberg the win. And plus, the people in Saudi Arabia love him.
Uh-huh.
That's why he comes back for these shows
Yep.
specifically. Um,
You saw they had Undertaker introduce Pitbull.
yeah, but he wasn't at this show, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about? That was weird.
He went and got his own bag.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
real.
he went separate from Vince.
Yep. Maybe he
How
just
much did
traveled
they
with
go
him and
pay
did
him
that.
for that shit?
What, for the Pitbull thing?
Yeah, just to introduce Pitbull. What do you think he got paid for that shit?
100 G's.
100 G's, 200
Yeah.
G's. I think so too. They got stupid bread over there, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Nico, I feel like they missed a huge opportunity on this next match. They had Finn Balor versus Xavier Woods
Hmm?
for the King of the Ring. Now I know that Xavier Woods is good and people like him, and that's cool. That's good. But how fucking cool would it have been if the Demon King came out and won the King of the Ring? And then he's the Demon King all the time with his crown. That would have been
Yep.
fucking great.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But
They
they have
kept
the
building
Demon
it
King
up.
too.
Is the prince going to become a king? Is the prince going to become a king? He's
Yeah,
already a king. He's the demon king. And then
right.
he comes out and wins that. That would have been fire. And X's reaction to him coming out as that instead of Finn
Yes,
would have been incredible because he would have just been expecting Finn the whole fucking time.
right.
But I still do know why they went with X. I understand why they went with X. It was a great fucking match, and
Yeah.
X is gonna talk so much crazy shit as
Oh
the
yeah.
king. So like
Oh yeah.
I can't really see Finn talking too much as the demon with the crown or as Finn with the crown. Finn has never cut the best promos in my opinion.
Never.
X with the crown is we might have a new like King Booker on our
Right.
hands.
I was gonna say he'll probably
Remember,
do the accent.
he may come out with the accent. Like he's gonna talk some crazy shit. That's gonna be very funny. Yeah, I could see him turning heel too, Uncle Chill. I could see that, or like start talking sideways to Kofi, like telling
Like
Kofi go get his shit or
yeah,
something like that.
like
Yeah,
he's his Arsenio Hall to his Eddie Murphy.
yes, yes,
Yeah, I
yes.
could see
And I
that.
do think now is the time where they put a like intercontinental or United States title on his waist as well.
Xavier.
Yeah.
Nice. The king, could he be the first king champ? Champ king?
They haven't done that.
I can't think of
I
anybody. I mean,
always thought that was the tool for somebody to go and get like the
yeah.
IC.
Oh no, it is, but like not while they're the king. I don't remember that really
Okay.
happening. Maybe Stone Cold, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, man. I'll have to look that up, but he could claim he's the first king champ and people would buy it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
facts.
Whatever. I wish it was like it used to be where Harley Race would defend the crown. I always thought that was cool because then even when he'd lose and like Junkyard Dog would take the crown, Harley would just jump him and take his crown back and leave with it. It was like an unofficial
Yes.
thing. I wish they would do some stuff like that. I mean, hopefully they do this time. But Nico, Big E versus Drew McIntyre. Like I said, I missed this match. Tell me
Oh
about it,
man.
man.
This was this when this fight happened, I was like, this is the fight of the night right here.
Yeah.
Hands down, bar none. This is it. They were pedal to the metal the whole time. Great exchanges, great technical wrestling on Drew's behalf. Biggie is a fucking powerhouse, and he does some of the most athletic shit I've ever seen done by a man his size. The way that he jumped over Drew, you know, they do the like between the leg shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, man, he got up so fucking high. He got up. Yo, fast forward, now I'll come right back. Brock Lesnar did too, though, and Brock Lesnar did it with both feet. He didn't spread legs. He box jumped over Roman Reigns tonight, and that
Yeah,
shit
he
was
did.
crazy. That was wild. But yeah, Big E does some of the most athletic things I've ever seen any big man do. He hit a big ending. Drew hit a Claymore kick. Big E hit another big ending, and that's all she wrote. Great match. They went the right way. Big E deserves to hold this title for a little bit. And at the end of it, he was saying we're just getting started. And I hope that that's a fact. They should let him reign for a little bit.
Definitely, definitely. I agree with you, man. I want to talk about the next match, but I'm gonna preface it with this, Nico. Bianca Belair might be the most athletic female we've ever seen in the ring.
Ever seen, bro?
Jesus Christ.
Ever.
The stuff
Ever.
that she does is insane.
This is when the show picked up, though, bro, because like I just told you, I thought that this was fight of the night. These girls come in the ring, and now this is fight of the night for me.
Bro, she was the workhorse of this match. She
Yes.
was, man. She was literally, it would be her versus Sasha, her versus Becky. Her versus Sasha, her versus Becky. Like Becky and Sasha would go at it for a little bit, but Bianca like carried the match, honestly.
Yes, dude.
She did.
Yes. And they built her nice because she had the match won. And Sasha had to go try and steal it from her by pushing her out of the ring.
Yep.
And then when she went back in, Becky got the roll up. And she was just a little too late on that breakup. But they keep painting her in this light like she's unbeatable, and that's really good. They're building her real fucking nice. They really are.
Yep. You're right about that, man. I don't even know, man. Some of the stuff she's done, I've never seen anybody do, much less a female. Like, I've just never seen it, bro. Like, she is so athletic and she is fucking strong.
I love when her back is in the corner and the girls run at her and she springs herself over the top of them, hits the front handspring, climbs on the rope, tells her kiss the ass, and then they attack her from the other side. She backflips over them. That was like, she's so good, dude. So fucking agile. Still not Charlotte Flair. Still not Charlotte Flair. She's stronger than Charlotte, but Charlotte still do some crazier shit in that ring.
You're right about that. And Nico, man, I'm gonna show you this, man. I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but bro, they like dumb her down. Seriously, like Bianca Belair could really be like their sex symbol if they wanted her to be, and they don't use her that way. Look at this,
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they have her like, I mean, I don't know. I think they're missing the boat on that one.
For sure. I think that they'll probably go that way because that tail is going to run its course after a while.
Yeah,
And that photo that you just pulled up, that's going to be a good look when they repackage her for sure.
it would be for sure, man. Definitely, I totally agree. Um, but just how strong she is and just some of the stuff she does, I think, is insane. Really, like that.
Bro, she's lifting chicks over her head in high heels.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
When Charlotte goes to, like, all right, so let's say it's the two girls in the ring and they're cutting a promo on one another, and Charlotte's gonna attack the one girl. Right after she forearms the chick, she always 100% of the time kicks her high heels off her feet. Every single time. I don't care. I don't go back and pull up any video of her in the ring with a chick and she's gonna sneak attack her. She will always kick her heels off. Bianca does not. She will pick you up. She will do the KOD on you with her high heels on.
Yep.
Yo, that's a bad woman right there. That's a bad woman.
I'm not saying anything, but I think she might be able to take Chili Willy in a fight, man.
Chili don't want that smoke. Chili, you don't want that smoke, my guy.
I don't think Chili could handle the EST of the WWE, bro.
Not in a straight up match, Chill. Like you gotta go ECW rules. You got ECW, baby.
Rake the eyes, bro. Throw some salt in her face.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
But all right. So anyway, like Nico was saying, Bianca was about to win the match. Sasha tried to steal it from her, and Becky ended up pinning Sasha Banks. Right? She pinned her. Yeah.
And this did wind up being my favorite match of the night. 100%.
Chili said, no doubt.
100% my favorite match of the night.
The women were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. I mean, I agree. That was a great match. I mean, I thought the Hell in the Cell, the women, and the main event were pretty awesome. I gotta go back and watch the other two that I missed. But this main event was pretty badass. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Bro, like for one, they were talking about Brock's body transformation. He did lean up a little bit.
He did.
He looked good.
He did. Anytime he spoke, man, you saw that six pack just fucking coiled, man. He looks good right now. He does.
Yeah. He looks like a fucking Viking. I wish he would just let his hair down. I don't really like the top knot thing, but
I love the top knot.
You do?
I do, man.
Come on, Nico. Nah,
I'm sorry, man. He just looks it's different. I love just the slightest thing to repackage a guy, like just make him look a little cooler. Like I was so over that fucking haircut, man. Now that like hanging out the back, he looks like a Viking, man. He does, like Ragnar.
Yep. So, but this match was good, and you still don't know who Paul Heyman.
Yes, bro.
With, which is cool. I like this. Keeping going.
He's still looking at Roman Reigns like, how the fuck did you just pull this off? That's not how this was supposed to go. And Brock is like laughing, when he slides the title into the ring, he's like laughing, like, was that for me? Why are you laughing? Because Paul fucked up. And did you hear what Paul said when he slid the title in?
I think he was like, "This is between you guys," or something like that, right?
Yeah, or like no one could choose, or no one could handle this.
Yeah, something. Yeah, right.
Like it's his best friend and the guy he's advocating for now. He's just like, no one can handle this.
Yep.
So, no, man, it's wild, man. They're doing good with the layers to this story for sure.
They are, man. I wouldn't be shocked, Nico, just to switch it up. I would not be shocked if Paul Heyman tries to get them together and they do a tag match or something together, one or two, and it obviously doesn't work and explodes. But like at least Paul Heyman tried to bring them together. Yeah. You guys are going to be the greatest tag team of all time. You could kill anybody. Blah blah.
You could be the SmackDown champion. You could be the Raw champion, and y'all could be the tag team champions.
That'd be pretty cool.
That's crazy. That's Paul Heyman just running SmackDown and Raw. Like how much time of Paul Heyman are we going to get and still love? Like that's a NWO takeover on a very big scale.
Yep. His promos are amazing, man. Paul Heyman, they are like light years ahead of anybody.
Did you see
MVP
the
is getting
package?
better.
Did you see the package for Brock versus Roman tonight?
Yeah, yeah.
It was basically a Paul Heyman package.
Right, right. Oh no, it
Everything
definitely
was
was.
just like cut screens of Paul Heyman's face and just his reactions to shit and like just
Yep.
him being caught in the middle. That's so great. I've never seen a package done about a manager.
Yep.
That's so
Hey,
wild.
but it was, man. Does it? He's always kind of reminded me of like the Penguin from Batman. He
Danny,
reminds me of it.
Danny D. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like any Penguin, not just Danny DeVito, but just
No, no,
any.
no. Danny D though. Danny D. They all very, very similar body shapes too.
Do you know Colin Farrell is going to be the Penguin in the new Batman movies?
What?
Yes, yes, man. What in the world is that about? Um, let's see if I can find a picture. I don't know if they've released a picture yet, but I heard that I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like seriously?" Um, I don't know. I can't see it. Ah, okay. So they're changing up the way he looks a little bit, but still, he looks pretty damn crazy. I'm gonna show you this image real quick. But yeah, Colin Farrell as the Penguin. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm not a big superhero guy. I'm really not, man. I kind of like the Batman movies with Michael Keaton. And I like the Dark Knight and stuff.
Hey,
Look at
did
that,
you
Nico.
just say Michael Keaton? That's your
Yeah,
Batman?
that was the Batman I grew up on, bro. But look, there's Colin Farrell. You see him?
That's wild. Yes, I
Yeah.
see him. I'm just taking it all in.
Hey, but look, I know the
Wait,
Dark Knight movies were
Keaton
better.
was in which one?
Michael Keaton,
Uh-huh.
he was in like the one with Danny DeVito. No, maybe he wasn't. He was in the first one and the second one.
With
He was
Jack
in the one with
Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good Batman.
Yeah. Definitely not Val Kilmer. That dude. But I mean, hey, but no, I liked the Batmans, the Dark Knight Batmans. They were badass
What
fucking
about, what
movies,
about
bro.
Clooney
Clooney was pretty good, but I still like
and
Michael
Mr.
Keaton better.
Freeze?
Mr. Freeze. Yeah.
Mr. Freeze. Oh my God,
That's so
that's one of
good.
my favorites. And Robin with the motorcycle, all the goons with the hockey shit. Yo, that's a
Bro,
classic Batman.
yeah, he fell off though. Wasn't Robin that Chris something guy? He like
I don't know.
disappeared.
Yeah, he fell
Yeah.
off.
Yep. But yeah, so Nico, go ahead and tell him how the main event finished up.
Main event finished up after Paul Heyman slid the title in between the two of them. They had a little tug of war match over it. Usos ran into the ring, hit Brock Lesnar with a super kick, double super kick. Roman Reigns crowned Brock Lesnar with the title, pinned him for the 1, 2, 3 when the secondary ref came in, and the one slid out of Dodge. Paul Heyman looking genuinely confused on the way out.
Yeah.
Still leaving us dangling. Like,
Yep.
did he mean to? Did he not? Is he just shocked that Roman got it done and they got it done, or is he like, damn, I fucked up. Brock was supposed to win this. Only time will tell.
Yep.
We're gonna find out tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow.
That's true. Nico,
Yes, sir.
how fucking impressive was it? Now Charles Robinson's not a big guy. I would put him at no more than
One hand, baby, like a
bro.
one, like a fucking duffel bag.
And
Like
it
a
didn't look
duffel
like
bag.
he had much effort into it. He just grabbed him and just
No,
yanked him
no,
up. I
bro.
was like,
Like,
it looked like a little like baby that he was pulling up.
honestly, after he did that, I said to myself, I'm gonna pick Jax up like this every day for the rest of my life. Like every day, I'm gonna make sure I can do this well until like he's 17, 18 years old.
You could try. I don't know if it'll work.
I think it does. I think that's just how it works. Like I'm just constantly doing it. I gotta keep doing it. Like,
You got to, man. You got
just keep
to.
getting stronger.
So yeah, man. So we got the UFC event this weekend.
Yep.
When is the next BKFC? I need to look that up because that might be this weekend too. If it is, we'll talk about it Sunday after the event. Let's see, upcoming events. I can't remember. It's yeah, it is this weekend. It's Dave Rickles from that used to be in Bellator versus Adrian Lane. Is that his name?
I do
Yeah,
not know.
Adrian Lane. Let me bang, bro. That dude.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, he fights on there all the time. Yeah,
Let's go.
but yeah.
Let
I
me
mean,
bang.
Let me bang, bro. Let me bang.
I do
But
let you bang. Has he ever fought the guy that told him he does let him bang?
I don't think so.
Somebody needs to just set that up.
Yeah, for
They
real.
just need to set it up.
For real. But we'll watch that. Make sure you watch it this weekend, and we'll talk about it Sunday. We won't make picks because I don't know like most of the guys fighting, and like the girls that are fighting. I've seen both of them get their asses kicked, so it's not a good card for us to pick. But anything you want to say before we leave?
No, sir.
Chili, Chili Willie, we love you, bro. Thanks for stopping through. Big
Yes, sir.
Tim, all you guys, thanks for coming in. And go ahead and take it to the house, bro.
Come on, man. You already know what it is. There is no need to adjust your screen. It's not Bruce Buffer, but you've been here live on TFG. As always, there is Coke inside of this. It's Coca-Cola, baby.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, baby. I need that sponsorship money. But we're going to holler at y'all next episode. Will's favorite number, 69.
Man, fuck,
Until Sunday.
fuck Takashi 6'9". Fuck that dude.
Until Sunday, yo. We'll holler at y'all, man.
Hey, be
Peace.
good, Chili.
Thanks.